Hey guys, welcome back to GreenTGarden. Beautiful day today in Long Island, New York. It's early November, coming down to serious fall weather, but today is 65 degrees, which is good. 3 days ago, we went down to 40 something degrees, and the night was like 30 something degrees. Really froze my whole garden outdoor, but somehow they're still surviving. So in this video, we're going to talk about, give you guys some quick tips how to prep your garden or what to do, how to take care of your garden so it's easy for next spring, so you don't have to do a ton of work next spring. So if you're a beginner and this is your first year starting off your garden, or even you're a pro and you forgot something, this is a video right here, guys. If you're outdoor garden, if your plants start dying or you see they can't make it, go ahead and pull out your plant from the root. You want to make sure you get the root out. Do not leave your root inside. Get your root out and then dig into the soil. What you could do, guys, dig in about 6 inches down. Make sure there's no eggs, there's no caterpillar cocoon or any bugs or anything there. You loosen up your soil a little bit and leave that. Make sure there's no weed roots or anything growing inside. Like my garden, you could see I have the weed barrier fabric. If you guys want to get your hands on it, check in the link in the description. So like, either if you have this or you just have soil, and say for example you're pulling out a plant. Look, you pull out your plant, you make sure you get all of the root, and I shuffle this up, but you could see within a couple weeks I still got weed. So I mean, if I didn't pull out the root and I didn't shuffle up, all here would be more weed. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eventually pull out all this weed, and I do have the extra weed barrier. I have a roll of it, so I'm gonna cut a piece from here, like this part right. I'm gonna cut a bigger spot and I'm gonna like push it underneath of it, so this is gonna be block off. But winter time, so coming next spring, nothing still is gonna grow. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out my piece next spring, and I could just refresh that soil and I'll plant. Another thing, what you guys want to do, if you have stake that you use, what you could do, guys, take out your stake and reuse it. This is good for next year and many more. Your garden twines, unloose your garden twine, get a container, guys, and save them. You don't want to leave them outside because if the weather's changing. I'm going to show you. I have a container right now. Look, this is all of them. Look, see that? That is how you save and you don't have to spend money over and over. So that I'm going to store all that in my greenhouse. And another thing, when you come to your containers, so you guys could see, comes from your seeding trays. I keep everything back from seeding trays. Look, all my containers, I'm saving everything. And big one, anything, buckets, anything I have, I save every single thing this way that I don't have to keep buying, spending more money. These are some of my garden stake right there. You could see I'm already saving everything again. Even like my tomato cage, which I use this for the peppers and stuff, I will save all of that. I try to save every single thing I can. Here's Pepper the pet pig right there. You just had tomatoes, dude. So basically you want to get everything organized and save everything. This is a pole. I hit this in really well. Maybe I'll take it out or not. If you guys are using wooden stake, the wooden stake, sometimes the snow and the weather will get it like dry rot. And if you have your raised bed and stuff like that, see that, you see a lot of weed is growing between of it. I keep pulling out weed, but it keep growing and keep coming back. So eventually what I'm gonna do, whenever all my stuff is gone, I'm gonna rake in here, shuffle it up, get everything out, and I'm not gonna cover this. I'm just gonna leave it just like this. And then come springtime, I'm gonna shuffle it up back, get out all the stuff, and then add compost to that. This right here, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this too. This is ready, another bottle gourd. Then I got that one and this one coming up. But you can see a lot of plants are dying. So what I'm gonna do then, if you guys have green tomatoes, go ahead and pick out all your tomatoes. You can see this plant is not gonna make it, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pick all of my green tomatoes out. I'm gonna pull out all the root and toss them out, get rid of all the plants. Those tomatoes I'm gonna put on the counter and leave them. They're gonna turn right. Some of them will, some of them might go rotten, but before they go rotten, I'm gonna feed it to that guy. But most of them is gonna get turn red. Your containers, guys, make sure you wash them out a little bit. Get your hose, got the hose, and just spray them and flip them upside down. This soil, do I reuse my soil? I do reuse most of my soil. So what I like to do with the soil, guys, I like to buy fresh soil too. I'll buy a couple bags of fresh soil as it going throughout the spring, going out to the summer, and I get my old soil. And what I do, I run through it. I go through it, make sure there's not much like weed or any bugs or anything that's inside, and then I mix it with my compost. I do have compost, and when I do, I mix it with my compost, so this way it refresh my soil. Pepper, hold on. Another thing, if you guys have compost outside and it's winter time, what to do? Empty all your compost in a bin, and you could store it. You could store it in the basement, somewhere in the corner if you have a bucket, or you could store it if you're near your greenhouse. Just shovel it up once in a while, or add some water. Make sure it's not like fully dry out. You want to keep it a little bit moist for your compost to stay alive and stay good and stay healthy and stay fresh. So another thing, when you're gonna do all your tools and stuff, guys, make sure you wash them, clean them out. You could sharpen up them, make it better to cut next year. And look at this right here. This one is beautiful still. So, and this one here, I'm gonna leave to grow more and see whatever it do. And you guys could see I prune a lot of leaves out, trying to get the most of everything right now that left back in my garden. I'm trying to prune and harvest, so this way, before the weather gets more freezing, I get more harvest. So by doing this, I've been getting more harvest with my tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, and bottle gourd, and I had some swan gourd and stuff. So the more leaf, like, pruning out your leaves, boosting your organic fertilizer into that, adding your calcium if you need to, or fresh soil. We still have a little time with the outdoor, and after the outdoor, you guys could, if you have a greenhouse, keep up with your greenhouse, or if not, you guys could do some indoor plant, which I'm planning and I'm trying to do if I have the time, which I will make the time actually. I'm gonna start it indoor. I'm gonna get some, like, regular herbs, and I'm gonna get some cherry tomatoes are good. I could do some indoor lettuce. Lettuce will grow indoor, guys. I did it before actually, and I'm gonna try to do. I never did bok choy indoor. I'm not sure if could do it, but most leafy stuff could grow indoor. Parsley, basil, thyme. There's a lot of stuff. Scallion, they could grow indoor. So I'm gonna test out the pak choi, because my pak choi hasn't been and doing the best with all the bugs here. And I'm gonna try to see as much of stuff I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start reseed some stuff coming up in the next couple days. Maybe this weekend I'm gonna start reseed some stuff and see what I could do in the greenhouse, and see what I could do, get a little spot indoor, and I'm gonna do that. I'm in tomorrow. I'm doing a big cleaning up, getting rid of all the plants, and I'll make a video to show you guys. If you're new, welcome to Green Tea Garden, guys. I'm all about growing a better organic home garden right in your backyard. And subscribe is 100% free. Every time you click the bell icon, you'll get a notification right away as I upload it. And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching and supporting. Please share my videos to help others, and I'll see you guys next time on Green Tea Garden.